Hey there, good day away. My name is Lionel Garcia, and I'm your VP of Sales and Agent Development. And it is this week's Motivation Monday. Hey, so thanks for being here. I'm in the office in Jax. I'm kind of in a unique situation because Dan normally sits behind me. He's not there right now. Stacy normally sits right over here, and she's not here. So I am all alone in the office. I could be here with you at my new desk. By the way, if you've not been into this office, I have probably the smallest desk in the office, the largest screens, and just today I received probably the largest trash can ever. It's all about a third of the size of my desk. I don't know why they gave me such a large trash can, but that's what we have going on. So tell me, what are your wins of the week? Share with me your wins, your W's. What are those things that you're most proud of? What are the things that you're excited about? Maybe it's a sale that you closed. Maybe it's a new technology that you adopted. Maybe it's something that you did with your kids. Maybe it's something you did for yourself. Maybe it's personal. Maybe it's professional. I don't know. Please, I'd love to hear from you and let me know what's your wins. I think it'll be really neat. I know there's a few of you watching, so thank you, those of you who are watching live. I know that many of you are going to watch this after. But I'll share with you. Listen, my win is a really neat one. I was able to go out and do a trip. I don't know that last time I've ever done a guy's trip, as you might call it, a guy's trip. I did Christy, my wife, likes to think that my work trips are my guy's trips. But anyway, I was able to go with a few friends, and we were on the MSC Seascape. We just got back Sunday, and I had the privilege of getting our bid accepted, and we went into Yacht Club and had a really wonderful time on MSC. And the Ocean Key, the private island, is, oh my gosh, it hit in so many marks. It was really wonderful. So let's see here. We got a comment. Let's see what we have. I love this. Greetings from Victoria. Hello, Michelle. Thanks for saying hi. I feel like you're traveling again. That's awesome. And so welcome. Thanks for joining in. But yeah, so what are your W's? Now you know mine. I talked about my trip, and I was able to kind of have a little bit of time for myself. Lucky me, no kids, no wife, even though I was missing her. It was nice. No work. Can't complain. So we took off on Thursday last week, and I got back yesterday, drove up, and here I am. So yes, share your wins. I know some of you are doing this live. Love to hear what you have to say. And we'll jump in depending on when you get to see this. But listen, this week we're going to talk about something that's super important, and that's stress management, right? Sadly, work can get very stressful. Our regular lives can get stressful, and stress is everywhere. So why is stress management, matters so much in this industry, right? The travel industry. Well, listen, for starters, it's high stakes, high pressure, right? There's a lot to do. You are literally the value interpreter of your client's time and money. That's a lot of stress, right? Because everything in your mind and in your client's mind expectation is it will go right. Nothing's going to fail. Everything will be perfect. And of course, you even get to orchestrate the weather, right? To make sure that vacation is just perfect. So that's number one. Number two, your energy really sets the tone, right? If you're stressed already and you go in and start talking to your client about whatever that vacation is that they're planning, and you're stressed, they feel like now they're interrupting you, right? They feel like you're taking up their time, they're taking up your time, and maybe you don't have enough time for them. So I think it's super important that you manage your stress so that way you can control that energy and deliver the best version of yourself for your clients. So what are some ways to effectively manage your stress? What are some techniques? Well, listen, I think one of the easiest ones is deep breathing. I did some homework and some studying for you, so you don't have to. One of them is deep breathing, and it's a technique called box breathing, where you inhale for 4 seconds, you hold for 4 seconds, you exhale for 4 seconds, you hold for 4 seconds, you inhale for 4 seconds, you hold for 4 seconds, and you repeat this 3 to 5 times. And at the end of that session, you find yourself that your nervous system gets a chance to kind of reset. Now, this is not just a Lionel fact. I have a friend that we would say it's a Fadi fact. These are not Fadi facts. These are not a Lionel fact. It's proven. It's science. This is an effective way to manage your stress. Another way is to have some time management tools. The time management tools by using tools like Trello, Asana, or even just a simple planner, right? I find it fascinating when I used to call on you face to face. I saw some of you have your day planner, right? Some of you have Outlook calendar. Some of you have a social calendar. However you want to do it, plan things out and have a way to prioritize your tasks. One of the things I love to do is just to really create a to-do list. That way I know what I've done and I tackle things. But as I see the to-do list in front of me, I get to then prioritize what's the most important and how and where do I want to put it. And so that was funny. We got to see Josh. Josh made an appearance back there. I don't know if you got to see him bouncing up there. And so this is so important to block out your time to focus on what you need to focus on when it's time to work. You call it focus mode. My phone here, Apple, really has a great work modes or focus modes that you could put in to kind of keep things on track so you don't get these distractions where you go whoop and go say squirrel and go follow and go down another path. You get to stay focused. So this can help you avoid multitasking, which, by the way, a lot of us who are type A personalities, multitasking is like our most favorite thing to do, and procrastinating, guilty right here. And so anyways, when you multitask, when you procrastinate, this increases stress and reduces your efficiency, because you can't be doing one thing and then do another thing and be the best at both things that you're doing all at the same time. So it's super important. Another thing to do is to create digital boundaries. So set office hours, right? These are, but not even, maybe take it a step further. Not only just setting office hours, maybe set up, what are your work times? What are your focus times? What is going to be your time you're going to do email? What is going to be your time you're going to call back to voicemails? What is going to be your time for quotes? What is going to be your time for strategy? You should carve out those times on your calendar. Granted, I know you probably already know this, but I know I've known this, and I've made the mistake myself of carving out those times on our calendar and then allowing work to start working. And sadly, then I run out of time and I can't do the things that I need to be doing to avoid the stress, because now I'm just playing catch up. I'm literally constantly chasing my tail instead of moving forward. I'm constantly chasing my tail. So create those digital boundaries. Don't be afraid to use out of offices or off duty to just set expectations that your clients know what you're doing, and that you're trying to take care of what you need to be doing. Don't be afraid to take some mini mindful moments. I know a few weeks ago we had a Motivation Monday where we went through a breathing exercise, and we had a mindful moment. It was about 2 minutes long. Listen, don't be afraid to do that. Take some time for yourself. I know back when I worked at Royal Caribbean, some of our executives would even go for walks. So they would take a break and just head down to the parking lot and do a lap or two around the parking lot, just enough to give themselves a break. There's some really great apps out there you might want to consider. Some of them have free apps or free versions, but apps like Calm and Headspace can help you with meditation. Here we go. Michael, you're saying greatest at it. I don't know, Michael, are you saying that you're the greatest at procrastination or the greatest at reducing stress? I don't know. But you know what? I know, Michael, you and I did do yacht club. Well, you did yacht club and I got to do regular a few earlier this summer. I think it was the beginning of summer. But anyways, yes, going on a cruise, great way to reduce stress, especially in yacht club. That would be a great way. All right, effective management techniques. Number 5, last one, stay connected, right? Talk to your peers, mentors, friends. Sometimes really just venting could feel so much better, because you feel like you're carrying all that weight. It's nice sometimes just to try to see if someone else can help you carry it, right? And so really venting or laughing can be the best form of therapy. Michael's funny, telling me I'm the best at customer service. Well, thanks, Michael. I try, my friend. I try. All right. So now let's go into call to action, right? what do I want you to do from today, right? Now we have about a dozen of you on here watching this. We're 10-minute mark. I want you to try one of these stress management tools. How did it help you? Put it in the comments. Say, what did you do? How did it help? Was it a breathing technique? Was it setting your digital boundaries? I know one of the digital boundaries I do, and it's kind of crazy to admit this, but I'm going to admit it. Hey, we're all friends, right? It's only social media. I actually put a timer on my phone so I can't spend more than 1 hour on social media. And that's all my social media channels. So LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, my phone doesn't let me spend more than 1 hour without it giving me a notification saying you've reached your limit. Those are things you can do as well. And listen, we all have our stressors, have our things. Just giving you a little bit of advice. So try one of these management techniques, see how it helps, and share. Listen, this is why we're a community. Share. Let us know how things are working. And then and if you do any of these things, comment which of these things are you already doing and how does it work for you? Or maybe there's an app that you use and you love. Why don't you share that? And then don't forget, share some of your wins, because I really want to see. I know this time we didn't get a lot of wins happen during our live, but I'm going to end with 2 quotes. Yes, you get a bonus. We're going to give you 2 quotes this week. Quote number 1, you can't pour from an empty cup. Have you ever tried pouring anything from an empty cup? Guess what? Nothing comes out. So taking care of yourself is not a luxury. It is a professional responsibility. So if you're supposed to give of yourself to your clients and give them your best, right? And be that best value interpreter of their time and their money, then take care of yourself. Fill yourself. Find ways to fill your cup. So that way you can pour into your clients, because with happy clients, happy trips, they come back and we book again. So let's see, there's one more. Oh, there's a few more comments. I love this. I really need to set digital boundaries with clients. Setting office hours is needed. I love that, Amanda. Good job. So start today. Go in there and do it. Start today. I know you can do it. That's awesome. And then Lisa, you take a few walks with the dog in between tasks during the day. I love that. If I was still back at home, I would most definitely do that. I will tell you, last week, Wednesday, here in the office, I did a little walk because I was freezing. And it was a great way to just go ahead and thaw. I love that. And so thanks for sharing, Lisa. And then the last quote for the quote of the day: you can't control every delay or detour, but you can control how you breathe through it. So calm is your most powerful, I like the pun here, your most powerful carry-on. So when you're on a trip, think about calm. When you're planning vacations and you're planning these trips for your clients, think about calm. And so listen, you can't control everything. I think it's so hard for some of us type A personalities who kind of have to let loose a little bit, because we love to control everything. Everything has its place, and every place has its place. It's kind of, everything has to follow in line. So listen, let's just take a little breath, huh? And let's learn how to pack our patient pants and let that be our carry-on. So with that, I want to say thank you so much for being at this week's Motivation Monday. I hope you found some of these tips helpful. I hope you find this information valuable. Feel free to share the video, get other people involved. I do this every week on Monday at 2 p.m. And guess what? It's not just for you, it's for me too. I love it because it helps recenter me and focus me as well. So with all that, thank you so much. See you next week. Same time, same place. See you later. Bye-bye.